morning, students. Today onwards, we are going to start new unit, that is first function of management. We are going to start with planning. What is planning, meaning and its features we learn in this video. Let us start with a small module and then we'll begin with the explanation. Let's watch together.
Planning introduction. What is common in organizing a school picnic, organizing a sports competition in your school, or compiling a study schedule for your board exams? Well, it's the element of planning, which is common for organizing the events or schedules. For all these tasks, you need to make a list of do's and don'ts that will help you achieve your targets. This is nothing but planning. Planning is a basic function which is required in almost every aspect of our lives to achieve different objectives. Planning can be understood as the process of setting objectives and targets for a given time period and formulating an action plan to achieve them effectively and efficiently. Thus, it is concerned with both what is to be done and how it is to be done.
So with this module, we come to know what is the meaning of planning. While undertaking certain business activities or any other activities, we come across many questions like how to do, when to do, who is going to do, why we need to do the task. This is all related to planning. Let's now study and understand the concept of planning, which is a crucial and the first and foremost business activity. The process of setting up of objectives and targets for a given period of time and formulating an action plan to achieve them effectively and efficiently is planning. It is concerned with both ends and means. In the words of Coons and O'Donnell, planning seeks to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Planning is a trap to capture the future. It's a mental exercise. We need to decide in advance what is to be done in future. This is planning. So we are not doing any such practical or physical activity. Rather, we are just going to think and decide about the targets, about the objectives, about the strategies, policies, etc., which is known as planning. So planning is required at almost everywhere in our lives to achieve different objectives. For family, for savings, for house, for future prospects, for covering up of the loss, for bearing the risk, every time, everywhere planning is required. Now we'll focus on what are the basic features of planning. Planning focuses on achievement of the objectives. It's the primary, that is the first function of management. It is pervasive, it's a continuous process, it is futuristic, it involves decision making, and it's a thinking function, that is mental exercise. Let's learn all these features one by one. First feature is planning focuses on achieving the objectives. Planning is a goal-oriented process. It commences, that is it starts with the determination of targets, determination of objectives. It helps in setting up feasible organizational goals. It contributes to the achievement of predetermined organizational goals. Planning is first or the primary function of management. It precedes all the other functions. I told you beforehand that there are only 5 functions of planning, 5 functions of management. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. So planning precedes all the other functions. Before we begin to organize, before we begin to appoint the staff, before we begin to provide them direction or to control the things, we need to plan out the things. We need to set the targets. So planning function of management, it precedes all other functions. It provides the base for other functions of management and it facilitates performance of all other managerial functions within its framework. Next feature of planning is it is a pervasive function. This also explained you beforehand. Pervasive means applicable everywhere, whether it is top level management, middle level management or lower level management. Planning is pervasive. Planning is applicable everywhere. It is not an exclusive or separate function of management. It is required at all the levels of management as well as in all the departments of the organization. It is required at the beginning of the financial year, in the middle also, and it is required in day-to-day working also. So planning is required every time, everywhere, which means it is pervasive. Dissimilar in its scope at different levels and among different departments. Everywhere planning is required. Top level management undertakes planning for the organization as a whole. It decides the targets to be achieved. Similarly, top level management is responsible for departmental planning. For example, finance department will plan for running its own department. Production department will accordingly plan for production activities. Purchase department will plan accordingly for purchase activities. So planning at the middle level depends and is responsible for departmental planning. And at lower level, the supervisors, the foremen, they are involved in routine activities, so they plan for day-to-day operations. Next feature is planning does not stop. It's a continuous activity. It is framed for a particular time period. It is required all over again after their implementation or the expiry of the period for which they were made. For example, one plan ends, the other begins. Suppose your session ends. You are now in 12th class and your session will end in the year 2022. It does not mean that we'll stop planning. We'll further plan for the next session for teaching next students, and you as a student, you will plan for your admission in the colleges. So planning is a continuous process. It never stops. And when we talk about the business plans, a business concern, the financial year starts on 1st April and it ends on 31st of March. It does not mean that the planning process will stop on 31st March. The plans, budgets, targets, objectives for next financial year will begin. So planning is a continuous process and plans are revised in case of differences or rapid changes in the business environment. Wherever required, we could change the plans accordingly. Next feature is planning is futuristic. We peep into the future, we predict the future by planning out the things. We assume the future. It implies peeping into the future, analyzing as well as predicting the future. It is done with the help of forecasting. Planning helps an organization to meet the future events effectively to the best of its advantage. Also, planning involves decision making. Planning requires due availability of alternatives. I have 4 alternatives with me. Either I teach you physically, face to face, or I teach you online, or I provide you the study material, or I make videos and teach you, or I implement all of them together. What does planning require? Planning, it involves the decision making. Search out the best alternative and then choose the best one. What is best? How the targets could best be achieved. Planning involves choice from various alternatives and activities available, and planning helps in selecting the best and rejecting the inappropriate alternative. Last but not the least, planning is a thinking function. It's a mental exercise. We are not doing anything physically while planning the things, but we keep on thinking continuously for deciding the objectives, for deciding the targets. It's a mental exercise. It requires foresightedness, it requires intelligent imagination and sound judgment. It involves logical and systematic thinking. So planning is a thinking function. We keep on thinking and deciding what is to be done, how it is to be done. If the risk arises, how we are going to change our plans, what policies should be made to achieve more profits, how can we become more effective, more efficient. That is all related to planning. So planning is a mental exercise. In the next module, we learn about the importance of planning. Thank you all.